Good morning, friends. I am really grateful to Colonel Saab for giving me an opportunity to interact in your institute. It's really a great honor for me. You see, actually, I feel very small before Colonel Saab because he is a real entrepreneur. The way he has brought this institute to a level where it is recognized nationally. Wherever I talk about Rukmini Devi, everybody knows. In this area itself, there are 3, 4 institutes, Technia, Gita Ratan, and some other. And believe me, not that because I am talking here, I go everywhere. It's a fact. People rate you as number one. And you should be proud of that. That you are studying in an institute which is rated very high. That's very important. You must feel pride in where you work. When I was working in BHEL, I used to be very proud. Any bus, any rail, any air you will go, you will find somebody from BHEL. 90,000 employees. So we used to feel pride. The leading public sector organization of the country, BHEL. So same way, you should feel pride at a place where you work. That's very important. Now, the topic is how to be a successful entrepreneur. Now, before that, I want to check few things with you so that we are at the same frequency. What is management? Because it's a first step. Because if you have to be a successful entrepreneur, before that you have to be a successful manager. So let us see what is management. Who will help me in defining management? You are third semester students. Huh? First and third. So even first you are studying OB, and third in any case you have studied OB. Principles and practices of management by Kuntz. So what is management? Who will help me in defining? Please, yes.
Getting things done with and through others to achieve the organizational goals effectively and efficiently.
Getting things done
With
with
and
and
through
others.
to achieve the organizational goals
Hmm.
effectively and efficiently.
And goals you will achieve with in focus. In focus. Yeah.
I don't know.
I will explain. Okay. Anybody else? I'm not saying yes or no. Anybody else? I think I should start. Yes, madam.
So my name is Himanshi and I am in MBA third semester.
Very good.
So management is something that is not only related to the organizational objective, it should be in your real life also. So for me, management is to getting the things done in a very managing proper way so that you can achieve your life goals as well with the organization.
Management is managing.
Yeah.
Subsoil is subsoil.
Yeah.
So what is managing? That is what I am asking.
So managing, it's not working.
Check. What is managing?
So managing means you have different works and you need to do that work in a very proper manner.
भाई ये आप अपनी डेफिनेशन दे रहे हो कि ये आपको किसी ने किताब में पढ़ी है या कहीं पढ़ी है?
Sir, it's my own perception that managing is something. Again, it's not working.
हाँ.
So
Okay, sit down.
thank you.
मैडम आप ये क्या है? अच्छा प्रोजेक्टर के लिए आपने हाँ यस प्लीज विच क्लास
And the first lesson.
हाँ तो व्हाट इज मैनेजमेंट
Management is getting things done through others to achieve the organizational goals.
टू अचीव द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ओके एनीबॉडी एल्स Yes, please.
Together to achieve organizational goals.
भाई ये तो बोल चुके हैं ना वो लोग, आप कोई नई चीज ऐड
Art
करो.
of doing things.
हैं?
Art of doing things.
Art of doing things. Now she is bringing a word art. It's only art. Huh? So two words have now come, arts and science. I think now we are close. Let us define. Management is the art and science of getting work done through others to achieve organizational goals and objectives with the help of resources at your command. When I said फोकट में, उसका मतलब था resources. You must have resources. Now let us break this definition into some little more details. Art and science. What do we mean by it? Art actually means the human relations aspect. He works with me. He comes to me, sir, I want half day leave. Now there are two situations before me. I said, no, 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 you go back, you always waste time, go and work. Don't waste my time. Now, he is a computer operator, computer specialist. After 15 minutes, he comes back and tells me, P.K. Gupta, there is a virus in the computer. Now, I am not a computer specialist. I don't know what has happened. So, in this way, is my goal or objective achieved? Work is not done, he is not happy. Because I am only work oriented. Other situation, I tell him, oh Mr. Singh, what has happened? Sir, my mother is sick. Oh, please go immediately, take care of her, take the car, take to the doctor. In the evening, let me know how is she. Now, he will feel very obliged to me. And he will say, sir, there is urgent work here also. Tomorrow morning, I will come half an hour early and complete it. Now, which situation is this? The job is done. Both are happy. This is what we mean by art, the human relations aspects. See, because you are dealing with people. People are not machines. They are human beings. They have emotions. So you have to deal carefully. This is the human relations aspect. The first aspect was the boss was totally work oriented. Actually, you should be both. I will show you on the slide little later that you should be in the middle 5-5 and you should try to go to 9-9, means maximum concern for work and maximum concern for people. Now in the definition we have used another word, goals and objectives. Now what is the difference between goals and objectives? Anybody? Yes please. Which class? हैं? हाँ तो आप तो बताइए कि भूल जाते हो जो पढ़ा है. हाँ हैं? घबराओ नहीं यार, मैं कोई खा थोड़ी जाऊंगा. You are lucky you are sitting with two beautiful girls, you should be able to speak. When I was an engineering student, I had to go 20 kilometers to see the face of a girl, and you are lucky you are just sitting, and still you are not able to answer. Both sides you are sitting with girls. You should be able to speak. बताओ. इसको रखो ना. भाई लाले के सामने ऐसे बिहेव करोगे तो वो छुट्टी कर देगा आपकी. कैसे नौकरी देगा? 6 महीने बाद आप जॉब में जाओगे कंपनी में कि अपना बिजनेस है, जॉब है, जॉब करोगे तो क्या गोल्स ऑब्जेक्टिव्स याद नहीं रहे? अच्छा चलिए बैठिए. यस प्लीज मैडम. यस. What is the difference between goals and objectives? Which class? First year. First Sem. वो first year ही हो गया. First year, first Sem. Jan, Fab. These are the new words. Ash. What do you mean by ash? Don't know. हैं? चलिए हाँ बताइए goals and objectives.
So goals are like we with certain goals of something we have to achieve, and objectives are the way we the ways we have to achieve the goals, the process through which we have to.
Please sit down. हाँ जी आप बताइए.
Myself Chavi. Myself Chavi. I'm in a first sem MBA. Sir, according to me, I think goals are for long term.
वो भी पढ़ रहे हो ना पेपर
हाँ
ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल
जी, पढ़
बिहेवियर.
रहे हैं अभी.
तो महीना डेढ़ महीना तो हो गया है.
Yes, sir.
ये तो बता दिया होगा मास्टर जी ने.
Sir, goals, according to me, goals are for longer
नहीं
period of
आप
time.
अपनी छोड़ो. क्लास में बताया कि नहीं?
हाँ जी, बताया.
बताया है. फिर
Sir, I was absent, शायद.
all the classes.
No.
This
that
class.
particular class.
Okay,
No,
sit
मतलब
down.
उन्हीं की
Anybody
नहीं.
from third sem? थर्ड सेम के इधर बैठे हैं? उधर बैठे हैं. नहीं आपने दे दिया किसी और से पूछने दो. हाँ जी यू बैन विद स्पेक्टिकल. थर्ड सेम. हाँ बताइए गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव में.
Goals are long term. Goals are for long term. And objectives are for short period of time.
He's right. Sit down. Goals are long term, little idealistic in nature. Say goal is we must increase our sales. How much? In how much time? Objectives are short term and quantifiable. I must increase my sales in 6 months and double it. I must double my sales in 6 months. These are objectives. Goals are long term, idealistic in nature, not very specific. Increase my sales. Okay. Targets. Targets are more specific, more breakable into the short term. Supposing you have to make 5,000 pieces of a ball pen in a year. Now, will you sleep for 1 year? That on 31st March I will complete 5,000. No. How many per month? Divide by 12. How many per day? Divide by 25. How many per hour? Divide by 8. Say 4 pieces you may have to make every day, every hour. So if in first hour, if you don't make 4 pieces, then that means in the second hour you must make 8 pieces. So this is how goals, objectives and targets are defined. And the last thing is resources. What are resources? Yes, please.
Resources are something that is available with us for which we can
Which resource?
resources like money,
Hmm.
money, land, capital,
है?
money, capital,
मनी कैपिटल में क्या फर्क है?
capital, manpower,
कैपिटल मैन पावर. देन
land, raw material,
which class? Third year.
third,
Third sem. Capital, land,
manpower,
manpower,
raw material,
eh?
raw material.
Raw material. Sit down. We call them 4 M's. Men, money, machine, materials. Men, money is easy to remember if you remember them as 4 M's. Men, money, machine, materials. Right? Now there is a 5th resource these days, that is data management. See, my chairman in BHL used to call me in the evening, Gupta, how much was sales yesterday? Now there were two options before me. I go, sir, I will calculate and let you know or find out from the factories. He will say, get out. You had to be on your fingertips. Sir, yesterday's sales was so many rupees or crores or tons of material or so many turbines or so many boilers or so many motors. My dear friends, there are certain things which you have to remember all your life. Like the definition of management. You must remember which year you passed your 10th class metric, in which, what was your roll number, how many percentage of marks you had. You can't say, I forget. These things you have to remember. Okay. What are the functions of management or manager? Functions of manager. Yes, please. Madam? No, behind you, yes. Which class? First Sem. So, huh? Functions of controlling, सीधा ही. आप बताएंगे?
My name is Shah. My name is Shahat Ansar. I am from first sem, and functions of management are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and control.
Functions of manager are, she is right more or less, planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, motivating and feedback. My dear friend, motivating is a very important function. You must have read that Hawthorne's experiment at Western Electric Works. Without motivating your employees, without knowing how to work in a group, you cannot be successful. Motivating is a very important function of a manager. And feedback. What is happening? What target? G.D. Birla, you must have heard the name, very big industrialist of old times. He had 26 organizations under him. And he used to sit in Delhi. How he used to control? Two figures. Funds in, funds out. Money in, money out. Money in planned, actual out. Bas. Why variance? I say I will get 10 rupees and you get 12. Why did you fix a low target? I said I will spend 8 rupees and you spend 20 rupees. Why? Or less. With these two figures, money in, money out, he used to control all organizations. I was director in APJ School of Management and my owner was Lord Satyapal. He had about 32 educational institutes under him, including schools, APJ schools. And unfortunately, he was invalid. He could not move. So he used to control us by these two figures also. Each institute had to tell him money in, money out, nothing else. Rest all was up to us, full freedom. So, managerial functions, planning, organizing, directing, motivating, coordinating, reporting and feedback. Don't forget feedback. Because if you do not have feedback systems, you will fail. And we call this MIRS, Management Information Reporting Systems, MIRS. And for each level, MIRS has to be different. In our factory, MIRS used to start from foreman. Which worker is doing what, where, when, which machine, what output, right? Which, when, where. The chairman used to get two figures, production in, production out. And the foreman used to have 10 forms. For every employee, a different form. So MIRS, very important. Similarly, planning is a very important function, my dear friend. You must plan properly, because everything else, organizing, directing, coordinating, motivating, will depend on how accurate is your planning. And India, we fail in planning. In China, they first plan and then execute. Here we execute and then think what to do. That is the difference. And planning must be built around your strengths, around your core competence. See, you want to be a athlete and you want to participate in Olympics, but your leg is defective. Can you do it? No. You want to go on moon with Aishwarya Rai and you have 5 rupees in your pocket, she will not even throw chappal at you in 5 rupees. So what is this planning? Planning again has to be around your core competence and around your resources. Supposing you want to be a global player and you have one office in Regadpura with one man. If you have to be global player, you should have offices in few countries at few places. You should have resources. Now this is the background I wanted to build with you, because all these things are important for a entrepreneur. He must have all these things. Now I will stop here for a minute. If you have any questions, please ask me. No questions? Nothing is clear? Okay. Okay. Entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. What is it? Anybody? Third sem people should be able to tell, was entrepreneurship paper has started, right? So please tell me, what is entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is something when you are going to start your own business or an enterprise.
Okay, good. Anybody else? हाँ जी, आप किस क्लास में हो? सो रहे हो आप? क्या नींद आ रही है? What is entrepreneurship? कौन पढ़ा रहा है? हैं? नाम ही नहीं पता? अच्छा, हाँ बोलिए.
Entrepreneurship is starting up a business or a firm with planning how to accommodate all the things which is needed to start a business or command a business.
Is this the definition your teacher has given you, or you are thinking of your own? बट जो टीचर ने डेफिनेशन दी है वो 15 दिन में भूल गए. अच्छा बैठिए. और थर्ड सेम का कौन है यहाँ? हाँ, व्हाट इज एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप?
Entrepreneurship is a startup a business with something new innovation or a new idea. It is planning.
Okay, little bit near. Entrepreneurship is to develop something of benefit to the society practically with nothing. This is the definition given in books. Practically with nothing. Now here I disagree. It has to be with some resources. Then you see, because a beggar cannot be entrepreneur, then a beggar can be entrepreneur. He will say, I have developed a begging technique, new technique. A beggar cannot be. At least 25 to 30% of your own money you need. Then only financial institutions will give you loan. And that loan within certain period you have to return. You can't pocket it. So let us modify the definition. Entrepreneurship is to develop something of benefit to the society with the help of resources at your command. Resources again 5 M's, 4M plus data management. Something beneficial to the society. If you develop something which has no use to anybody, you will fail. Again, to meet your goals and objectives, that thing is there, resources is there. Secondly, entrepreneurship is not that you become rich overnight. You cannot be Harshad Mehta. Then you will meet the fate of Harshad Mehta if you would attempt to be a rich overnight. Now the problem with young generation, ये कहाँ से आए हो भाई? आ जाओ आगे आ जाओ. हेलो, आगे आओ. वो भी मैडम आ जाओ. और आगे आ जाओ. कहाँ से आए हो? हैं? लेट हो गई थी. आप? हैं? कहाँ से आए? कितने मिनट टाइम था? फिर आप? ये किस लिए साथ में आए हो? कोई टाई अप है? फिर कोई फुटबॉल ग्राउंड में तो नहीं आए हो? अच्छा. See, it has broken all my thoughts. It's not becoming rich overnight. It is not that you will have a river of cash inflows. No. It is to have a steady flow of money. Secondly, 2-3 things. You have to be totally dedicated and committed. If you are not dedicated, if you are not committed, you will fail. And you should have moderate risk-taking capabilities, not blind risk. You see, the problem, excuse my saying, the problem with today's generation is you want to become rich overnight. You want to have a beautiful car and a beautiful secretary overnight. And you want to become rich overnight. When I started my business, management consultancy, for first 6 months, I and my son, we used to sit idle. And we had all the resources till it builds up. And unfortunately, I could not even look at the receptionist because my son was sitting there. Otherwise, he will go and tell my wife in the evening and then there will be chick in the evening. So I had to always keep my face down as if I am praying to the God. So you have to have patience. Today, fortunately, everything is well. I have sat on the floor. I have traveled in the bus. There were times when in the evening we didn't know whether we will have food or not. The life is very tough initially, very hard. There is a pressure on you all the time. Your health is spoiled. Tension that all my life saving will be spent if it is not successful. So these are some of the problems. So you have to be very careful in starting your own enterprise. 2-3 things. What is your own core competence? Are you good in marketing? Are you good in technology? Or are you good in finances? What is your core competence? At least in one of these functions, you should have your core competence. Then others you can. See, if you have money, you can hire anybody. You can make a Boeing, but who will buy? The second most difficult thing apart from money is the marketing. How will you market? Marketing is very important, I am emphasizing. What strategies you will evolve? Who will be my customer? I want to make garments. That's not enough. Garments for which age? Children, infants, newly born, adults, old age people? For which region? Whole of country or South India? See, remember you, what will sell in North India may not sell in South India. Their taste, habit, living styles are different. Food habits, living habits, they're all different. In North, people like vanilla ice cream. In South, they like chocolate. And when Amul introduced vanilla all over India, they could only sell in North, not in South and East. So these studies you have to do, market segmentation, detailed market analysis you have to do, detailed business plan you have to prepare. Business plan is a film of your activities over a period of 5 to 10 years. Market research, detailed, full dedication and commitment. Moderate risk taking, not blind risk taking. You should know how to work in a team, group. Give credit to the team and not take credit yourself. And human relations aspects, motivate your team. Now, every Saturday, I sit with my team and we all have our lunch together. Not that the company gives them lunch. Whatever lunch they bring from homes, we all sit and eat together. And I have another rule. That day, on lunch, we will not talk office. We will talk anything personal. Somebody say, my son is not getting admission or this thing, that thing. We try to help that. No office, 1 hour. And we eat the same lunch what we bring from home. But only thing is, instead of eating at our table, we eat in the conference room. Only company serves the water. That in any case at your seat the company will give water. So there is no additional expenditure. See, our chairman in BHL, Mr. K.L. Puri, he used to come and stand at the gate. And he would say, hello Gupta, how are you? How's your son? How's your wife? I used to feel very motivated. Oh, chairman of BHL has asked me, how is my son? He doesn't lose anything, but motivating. He will go at the shop floor and put his arm around the worker. Hello, Muthu Swami, how are you? So Muthu Swami for 10 days will not be able to sleep. Chairman has embraced me. Like when I was young, I went for a cabaret show and that girl, I shook hand. For 20 days I didn't take wash. Because that girl, hand will be pure. So by chairman putting his hand around the neck of the worker, he does not lose anything. But the worker feels motivated. He will ask his worker sons. Our chairman had such a great, see, some of these big people have great memories. Okay. Another word was something benefit to the society. Do you know how the Walkman was developed? Walkman. Who? Huh.
One day when, sir, the manufacturer of Walkman, he used to,
Who was he?
sir, I'm forgetting the name.
Okay.
हाँ, तो सर जब वो वॉक पे जा रहे थे तो सब उस टाइम पे सर यहाँ पे
ये कहीं पढ़ा है कि अपनी कहानी बना रहे हो?
पढ़ा है सर,
कहाँ पढ़ा है?
डॉक्यूमेंट्री में देखा था।
हैं? कौन से डॉक्यूमेंट में? कुछ तो बताओ। वेबसाइट में देखा है, विकिपीडिया में देखा है,
डॉक्यूमेंट्री में देखा था।
डॉक्यूमेंट्री में देखा। सैर पे जा रहा था,
वो पार्क में बैठे थे सर।
पार्क में बैठे थे। अच्छा।
तो सब उस टाइम पे सर टेप रिकॉर्डर के साथ वॉक पे जाते थे सर, सब
No, 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 side down. You see, Narita Mori, the owner of Sony Corporation, he was not feeling well one evening. He was around 76 years at that time. If you will read the history of Sony Corporation, you will find there. So he came home. That day was also the birthday of his daughter. She was around 18 years old. So in the next room, they were having their own dance and Humpty Dumpty, everything. But Mr. Narita was not feeling well. So he went to the room and knocked. So the daughter came, yes, Dad, what do you want? He said, please, you are making a lot of noise, stop it. She said, no, no, no. You develop something which I can hear and you cannot hear. And next day, Mr. Sony went to his R&D engineers and asked them to develop the Walkman. Polaroid camera. Somebody did realize that you need instant photography. Mobile. Today, where is mobile? I think everybody has a mobile. If one day you leave a mobile somewhere, you feel uncomfortable. TV, cable. Somebody, today if cable is not working, TV is not working, you cannot sleep. Sometimes by mistake, if I leave my mobile in office, I have to immediately send somebody to bring my mobile. Remote controllers. Today you can on off everything with your sitting anywhere, in your bed. VCR, VCP. So these people, they thought of what people need and then developed it. So when you want to start your own business, please define your business. What business I will be in? How will you define? Not by the product. You will define what need my business will satisfy of the consumer or of the customer or of the society. It should be defined by need satisfying process. If you do by that, the whole concept changes. Air conditioning people defined their business, the business of not cooling. Our business is to provide comfort to the people. Now, when you say comfort, everything changes. It brings in cooling, humidity control, type of grills, type of this thing, that thing, everything. Perfume people, they defined their business as selling hope to the young people. Hope to the young people. This photocopier people, they defined their business as we provide printing solutions. So you must define your business by need satisfying process, not by what product or product characteristics, no. Once you define by need satisfying process, all your concept changes. Now, friends, any questions so far? Yes? Good afternoon.
So I am Parthavas from MBA first year.
Huh.
My question to you is, you talked about core competence.
Huh.
How one finds core competence in oneself?
So that you should know whether I am good in marketing or whether I am good in finance or I am a good singer or I am a good competence. उसका कोई thermometer तो है नहीं. You should know what is your core competence.
And sir, when you talked about
I think everybody can find out what is his or her core competence. को बाहर वाले को बताने की जरूरत नहीं है. और
and sir, when you talked about blindness,
blinder.
do you mean that it is taking risks without analyzing the market?
No. Supposing this is a trench, 12 feet wide. You are standing on this side, and this is full of snakes, and that side is gold, tons of gold. I say I will give you that gold if you jump this. No, you should know whether you can jump 12 feet or not. If you can, take the risk. But if you know you cannot jump, you are not a jumper, then don't take the risk. I say this is a naked wire, touch it, I will give you 3 crore. Will you touch it? That is what I mean by blind risk. पूछो भाई, थोड़ा let me also learn. If I know it, I will reply. Otherwise, I will say I will send you email. Any other question? चलिए अब हम स्लाइड्स देखते हैं कि वो क्या कहती हैं. जितना मुझे याद था मैंने बता दिया आपको. ये कैसे चलेगा भाई मैडम? कि वहां ही जाऊं? हाँ प्लीज. ओके हाँ प्लीज. नो कैसे चलेगा? सेल नहीं है लगता. सेल खराब हो गए होंगे. अच्छा चल गया. कैसे? अच्छा. History of management. I have divided into two major parameters: source of energy oblique power and social conditions. And I have divided into 4 periods: medieval period, industrial revolution, modern period, and the most modern period. Now, source of power in medieval period was animals and water wheel. You see, even if you today go in villages, you can find a big wheel moving with buckets of water falling. And that is, in Hindi it is called rahat. And the animal driving it. Horses, donkeys, these were used. And the social conditions was agriculture. People living in small villages, living conditions were very poor. Then industrial revolution came, steam engine, diesel engine, cycle, rail, these were developed. And new inventions and new ores were developed. Then modern period, we had thermal power stations, hydropower stations, those things, and multinational companies. See, in earlier period, there used to be barter trade. I grow rice, you grow wheat, we interchange. Barter trade. People were confined to their own villages. When someone started moving, when cycle was invented, he went to another village. But the system was barter trade only, but he got more wheat instead of less rice. So people said, you carry my wheat also or rice. That manager developed. Now that day you went, he didn't have the rice, so he gave you a check that so much rice I have to give you. So that bring in the monetary system, rupee or dollar or pound, rupee system. Barter trade was finished. So this is how the management has developed. And another thing, as the technology has developed, cycle, animals, cycle, engines, those things, the technology developed and the management developed. Management kept pace with technology. See, many times the word itself gives you the definition. Management, please break it, man plus age plus men plus T. The first man is general manager. Age means experience. Then men means worker and T means tactfully and technically. Art and science, Art is tactfully and science is technically. Something you ask, how did you manage? That is art. And the science is the measurable aspects. What is plant layout, where, when, how, which technology, where will you have your factory, who will produce what, who will report to whom, who whom. So, that is the scientific aspects, measurable aspects, work orientation aspects. Art size, human relation aspects. And this definition is coming from the word man itself, management itself. This is the managerial grid. As I told you, you should have 5 to 9. On the x-axis, we have concern for production, and y-axis concern for people. You should be minimum 5 to maximum 9. What it means? Equal concern for people, equal concern for work or production. 9 means maximum concern for people and maximum concern for production. You should be minimum 5 and move to 9. If you are below 5, then there is this, you have to re-examine your core competence.
Here, I'd like to say this.
Yeah.
With this new age generation, third dimension also has come. What is there for me?
In the
Managerial grade. What is there for me?
You are already 9. I mean, beyond 9 there is nothing. You see, in a lighter side, I give you a joke. See, if you see the Maslow's need hierarchy, top is moksha. Moksha. I had my one friend as a head of the department in IIT. I will not take the name. I went to him one day. His room was full of books and files and all those things. I asked him, "Yaar, what is this way of sitting? Your room is looking like a junkyard." He said, "No, Gupta, you don't know. I have achieved moksha." I was very surprised. How this fellow is hardly 50, 60, he says, "I have achieved moksha." So I said, "Okay, professor, I am going out, I am coming back." So I came back in 10 minutes and he asked me, "Where did you go?" I said, "Sir, Mamta Kulkarni has come. I have gone to see her." Come on, let me also see." I said, "You are bloody as the basic need. What do moksha?" So you never know, sir. There's always something to learn. Okay. These are the core managerial functions. These slides are on your computer now. You can take a printout or copy on your laptops. Planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, motivating, controlling, feedback. Now, this is the environment. See, supposing you wish to start your business. So, you must examine the environment, social environment, economic environment, political environment. We call it pest. Have you heard of pest? Yes. Or rather we call it pestle. Political, economic, social, technological, legal and other environment like greenhouse, etc. So you must examine this. I have listed some of the points that what are the characteristics of this century in which you are operating. First is, it is knowledge based economy. Internet, e-commerce has exploded. Today everything is on the internet. If you feed my name, you will find my full CV. What I am, what it is. whether married or not married, how many wives, this thing, that thing, how many children, everything is there. Incidentally, I have one wife only, so don't worry. ये क्या हो गया? ये देखना यार क्या आ गया? Okay. You see, sometimes technology creates the problem also. Okay. Information superhighways. While traveling today, you can find out how the city will look like when you will land there. You can order things while traveling. Global networking, high mobility of population from rural areas to cities. How many people come to Delhi every day? Any idea? Anybody? It is 25,000 people every day who come to Delhi for seeking jobs, 50,000 in Mumbai, and then you can imagine what pressure they create on the infrastructure, on houses, on transport, on hospitals, on schools, on shops, heavy inflow. But the trend is slightly changing. People are moving from cities to urban areas, rural areas also. Like few years ago, many people shifted to Gurgaon, Faridabad. But our government failed to develop the infrastructure, so many people are coming back. But in Western countries, because the highways are very good, people don't live in cities. They live in rural areas. And all facilities are there in rural areas. Increasing productivity, my dear friends, as young people, I will give you one data. According to Japan Productivity Council, JPC, we are fourth lowest in productivity in the world. Fourth lowest. And according to Transparency International, Germany, we are the fourth highest in corruption. So as young people, you should bother that where we are and where we should be. But still the productivity is increasing. Reliance on innovation and creativity. See, price cutting is not the solution. If you see the automobile segment, most of the cars, their price is more or less same. But they are offering you value added services and facilities. Innovation and creativity is the solution. These are the emerging trends. Emergence of trade blocs like European Union. European Union is a trade bloc of 39 nations. Only UK has gone out. Earlier also it was more or less out. But it's a big group. If you have to, one currency, one passport, one visa. Big group. And if you have to do trade with them, you have to follow their policies. Population explosion. When India became free, we were 32 crores. And today we are 126 crores. And projections are in 2050, we will be 200 crores. See, there are certain religions who do not believe in population control. So you can't help it. We are a democratic society. Villages, farmer, he says, I need 3 sons. Now, to get 3 sons, he produces 12 children. And still he doesn't get 3 sons. Second thing, in our villages, there are no nightclubs or restaurants or entertainment. In the evening when the villager or the farmer husband goes home, he has nothing else to do than to produce children. So there is a population explosion. I mean, what is the solution? We are not a dictatorship like China, only one child. Now they have allowed second child because their population is getting reduced after 100 years. In India, you can't do. You can't make a road. Somebody will build a temple and you are finished. Go to the court. Court will immediately give a stay and then go on fighting for 100 years. Now I have seen somebody here has just few yards away, full road has been occupied by a temple. You can't do anything. You can't remove it. because भगवान जी की वो है. तो ये and you can't do anything in this country. Excuse my saying, our courts are also fools. Immediately they will give a stay. You can't work like that. Rapid technological changes, social changes. What was bad few years ago is not bad today. Today you all shake hands, chow, mau, embrace, right? As I said, my time I had to go 20 kilometers. And there you are all sitting like you see, imagine our fate and your fate. Facilities with you. Great social changes. Other day I was reading, there are more than 4,000 AICT approved management institutes, each turning out around 100 MBAs, means 4 lakhs per year. Industry does not need. So until unless you are different than others, why any industry will take you? So there is a huge competition. Entire world is a global economic village, transport revolution, increase in crime, violence, sex, heavy industrialization, fast aging, but enhanced medical facilities. Latest trends, high inflation, everything prices are going up, low interest rates, low real estate prices, high gold prices, no stability in Middle East, high level of corruption, increase in rape, sex and violence, political parties do not allow the ruling party to work, rupee value constantly falling. This is the present trends. Okay. Now any questions so far, please? Gentlemen and gentle ladies, there is only one-way traffic, which is not good. You should interact. Now tell me something I should add here or delete. Or it is okay. In latest trends, have I missed something? Huh? Yes, please.
Interference of corporates in political parties.
Interference of corporates.
In political
वो करप्शन में आ गया ना. वो क्यों इंटरफेयर पैसे दे के इंटरफेयर करती?
they take exemptions and concessions.
पैसे दे के ना, फोकट में तो नहीं ना, तो वो करप्शन में है. Entrepreneurship. It is creating and building something of value from practically nothing. It is seizing an opportunity and pursuing it within the overall objectives and resources at your command for the welfare of the society. You have to find a fit between society, resources and your objectives. It is not getting rich overnight, but creating long-term cash inflows. These examples I have given you. Now, to be a successful entrepreneur, you should be 5-5 on general management skills and 5-5 on innovation and creativity. The main difference between manager and entrepreneur is innovation and creativity. You have to be minimum 5'5" and you should go towards 9'9" to be a successful entrepreneur. Qualities of an entrepreneur or profile of an entrepreneur: desire for responsibility, moderate risks, confidence in the ability that I will succeed. See, in 1991, I invested about 20 lakhs in my business. I had the confidence that I will succeed. 20 lakhs in 1991 was not a small amount. And I sacrificed my job in BHEL. Had I stayed back in BHEL, I would have minimum become chairman. In 85, I was the youngest deputy general manager out of 9,000 people. At the managerial level, I was the youngest. But I took the risk. Today, I am master of my own time and own control. Right? So, you have to take moderate risk. High level of energy, future orientation. You must look to future. Don't look to present. Try to visualize what will be the environment at the end of 5 years. As sir, I was giving you the example of NIRF. Don't look what is today. See what the government will be after 5 years or 10 years and where you will be. That's very important. What is your business? Who is your competitor? What is their strength? What is my strength? Who is number one? All those things you should analyze to be successful. Skills at organizer. High degree of commitment. If you will be half-hearted, you will not succeed. If you will be half-hearted, even you sit on the business of your parents, you will close that business within 2 years if you are not dedicated or committed. Age factor. Friends, technically you can become entrepreneur at any age, but the most preferred age is between 25 to 50. This is the study results, that how many people became entrepreneurs at what age. You see, Kumar Mangalam Birla became entrepreneur at the age of 16 because his father died. But the most preferred age is between 25 to 50 years. About 80% of the entrepreneurs became entrepreneur between this age. Long working hours. You have to work very hard from 6 a.m. till 12 every day. Very few facilities, no comforts. So you have to be very careful. This is again the study results. How many percentage of entrepreneurs, when they started, they worked. Drawbacks of entrepreneurs. See, it's very good to be your own owner, job provider. But then there are many drawbacks. This is the chart which shows how many companies fail within how many years. About 66% companies failed within 6 years. That means only 33% succeeded. The reasons are many. Economic failure, financial failure, business neglect, lack of experience, lack of product selection, so many things. That is different. But ultimately, only 33% succeeded. These are the reasons: economic factors, financial troubles, inexperience, owner's neglect. That again is very important. Unless you are yourself serious, committed and dedicated, disciplined, your workers will not work. If they say office starts at 9 and you reach at 10, why any worker will come at 9 o'clock? They will say, साहब 10 बजे आता है, मैं पौने 10 चला जाऊँ. See, I was surprised today Saab was sitting outside in the heat. That is the dedication and commitment. He was sitting outside, not in an air-conditioned room, and looking which student, which faculty or which one comes in time or goes in time. That is the dedication and commitment you have to have in your business. Otherwise, you can't succeed. I reach my office, work or no work, at 8:55. I sit there till 6. My son, he will come at 12 o'clock. 1 or 2 hours he will sit and then go away. You can't run a business like this. You have to be very dedicated and committed. Other problems are uncertainty of income, risk of losing your entire life saving, low quality of life, pressure build up, and health is affected. This is a recent study, reasons why startups fail. See, these days there is another good thing. We are talking always new names. We don't call entrepreneur, we call startups. No, another fab has come, startups. So why startups fail? Lack of market research. As I told you, you should have a well-planned scientific market research. Which market you will capture? The market segmentation should be very thorough. This place, this age, whether male, sex, children, this thing, that thing. Lack of market research, not developing a proper business plan. As I told you, business plan is the future history of your business for the next 5 to 10 years. If you do not make a proper business plan, you will fail. Same way, if, as a student, if you don't make a proper timetable, which subject to study when and what time and how many hours, you will not come out with flying colors in examination. Cash supervision. You should have neither more cash or less cash. Exact cash you should have. I mean, little bit 1% variation plus can take place, minus cannot. So very close monitoring of cash flow you have to do. As I told you, G.D. Birla, two values, cash inflow, cash outflow. Execution, that organizing, staffing and directing. Who will report to whom? What work? What supervision? Which technology? Which machine? Which worker? At which plant is very important. Lastly, product failure. If supposing you have selected a wrong product design. Only yesterday I was reading Samsung is recalling all Samsung 7 because they have blasted. So faulty design. All Samsung phones they are recalling. So if you have, please be careful. Another thing, my dear friends, which magazines you read? As a management student, which other than your curriculum books, which books you read, which magazines you read? Or only Facebook is more than enough? Chatting on Facebook these days is more famous. Hanji, which magazines you read? India Today, Business Today, Economist. Do you read all this? Or no? Bhai, dekho, as a MBA graduate also there is a very severe competition. Why any company will recruit you if you are looking for job? And if you are sitting on your business, then again you will have to evolve strategies. By girls, for a moment, excuse me, they don't have that much in stake. They will get a degree and after 1 or 2 they will get married and then the population explosion will start. But with boys, अरे आपकी तरफ कोई लड़की देखेगी भी नहीं if you are not successful. आप मैगजीन नहीं पढ़ते. Some books हैं पीटर ड्रकर की, बोवन कोली की, वो पढ़िए. एक बुक है अर्नेस्ट की, I am okay, you are not okay. See, boss always thinks I am okay, you are not okay. This is his first book. His second book is I am okay, you are okay. That should be the situation. So read this book. Then read by McGregor, read by Bowen Coley, 7 Good Habits of a Successful Executive. Read these books. And I hope you must be having these in your library. They don't go. That is the problem. Now you can read these myths and realities. They are there. I need not waste time. Ultimately, what successful entrepreneurs do, I have summed up. Shares common attitudes and behavior with the team, work hard, driven by intense commitment and dedication, be optimist, cup half full, not half empty. Integrity and ethics, work with, desire to be competitive, always believe in win-win, dissatisfied with status quo. You should not be satisfied with what you are today. You should always aim high, aim high. Look for opportunities. Polaroid camera, mobile phone, these people looked for washing machine, remote controllers. See, somebody has developed this pen drive. How on a small thing everything is copied. Somebody did realize this need and he or she is an entrepreneur, real entrepreneur. I am sure big movies can be downloaded on this small floppy. You should use failure as a tool for success. Columbus went to discover India, he discovered America. So is he a failure? What? Yes or no? Then? So don't be afraid of failure. Take responsibility, achieve perfection, look for achieving something, par excellent organizer, desire to excel others, always take leadership, motivate the team, look after personal problems. As I said, every Saturday, 1 hour we talk personal problems. No office. They won't talk to me office. Always adopts professionalism and bifocal vision. These are driving forces. Now I want to show you something. Action plan for startups for business. The government of India, the present government, in January 2006 have announced a new action plan which boss also mentioned. No tax on profits. ये पढ़ा है किसी ने? नहीं? पढ़ा है? हैं? Yes or no? Somebody is saying yes, sir. Who is saying? Please stand up. Where have you read?
The article on net.
Article on?
Internet.
Internet. Okay. So please, it's on internet also. It appeared in Times of India, all leading newspapers. There were big announcements on TV also. No inspection for 3 years. Credit guarantee scheme. No capital gains tax if money is reinvested in startups, another startup. Easy exit policy, you can easily close. Self-certification. Single point window. Mobile app for registration. Government to handhold, act as a friend. New IPR rights, 80% fees reduced for patenting. Give preference to startups in government purchases if everything else is equal. Relax the experience and turnover. 10,000 crore funds they have created at corpus. Special scheme for women entrepreneurs. Encouragement to incubation centers. Biotechnology and green technology. They are giving a big push up. They are even now in rural areas, they are asking institutes to develop green campuses. Then, program to encourage innovation among students in schools. 5 lakh students will be picked up. Okay. Well, friends, this is what I wanted to share. Now, the house is open for discussions. I would encourage questions and your views of the subject. देखिए, थर्ड सेमेस्टर वाले शुड बी मोर एक्टिव, because after 6 months you will be going in companies to work, isn't it? You will be controlling people, so you should be more interactive than the first semester. तो चलो अभी आए हैं, अभी ऐश करने दो उन्हें. फ्रेशर्स वेलकम हो गया है? अभी नहीं हुआ, तो 1 महीना से ऊपर हो गया है. इनका फ्रेशर्स वेलकम करो जी, रैगिंग शैगिंग कराओ तो ये सीधे होंगे. हाँ, या फ्रेशर्स will give a farewell
to the students.
भाई थर्ड सेमेस्टर वालों, आप लोग पार्टी शार्टी वैरायटी शो वगैरह ऑर्गेनाइज करो फ्रेशर्स के लिए. सिस्टम नहीं है, कब करोगे? सितंबर भी आधा 10 आ गई है. ये पहली अगस्त से आ गए हैं ना आपके भाई बहन, या बॉयफ्रेंड या गर्लफ्रेंड, जो भी समझो. The earlier you do, the better it is. This is one way of knowing your juniors and seniors more effectively. We used to do it. See,
One day program that is called orientation.
uh-huh.
In that half of the activities are between students.
Very good. हमारा तो इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में प्रिंसिपल वाज ए फॉरेनर, मिस्टर टेरी. He used to himself stand and say रैगिंग करो फ्रेशर्स की, but decent. See, a decent introduction is a must. क्योंकि कई चीजें लेनी है आपने सीनियर से. एक्सक्यूज माई सेइंग सर, यू आर नॉट लिसनिंग. सेशनल लेना है, ये करना है, वो करना है, कॉपी करना है, वो सब चलता है अगर इंटेलिजेंटली करो तो मिक्स करो. हाँ जी, कोई क्वेश्चन आंसर? ये इंटरेक्शन इज वेरी पुअर इन अवर कंट्री. Abroad, when I go, they don't leave me. They go on bombarding me with questions. Yes, please. Fourth semester? First semester, acha.
So actually, me and my best friend, we have started a business. Not exactly a business, but we provide HR to different companies. We have 3 or 4 clients right now. We actually wanted to do in production. We wanted to go in production. We don't have that much investment.
No, that's not good. Too much risk and too much problems.
So, sir, should we continue with the service?
नहीं, अब वो तो थोड़ा बैठ के डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा ना कि what type of HR, which companies you will attempt, where you will attempt, what is your own core strength, why any company will come to you कि give me this employee.
So actually, the thing is that she already did this job back and when she made some clients, so we make some.
Or you can send me a small write up by email. My email is given on my. Yeah, my email is given there, pkg205@yahoo.co.in. Then sometime you can come with your friend to our office. I am on Pusa Road. We can discuss. There is no problem. But details I must have before I tell you do this or don't do that. Otherwise, I will be misguiding you. Okay. Yes, please. Anything else? आप लोगों को तो समझ ही नहीं आया होगा कुछ, क्या है कुछ समझ? अच्छा. Hmm.
So when you talked about the relationship between the employer and the employee, sir, did you mean the employer has to fake the relationship?
फेक?
Yeah.
नो.
You said,
देखिए, एम्प्लॉय भी कोई पागल थोड़ी है. डोंट फेक इट, लेट इट बी जेन्युइन. एज आई सेड,
sir, that will develop with time.
राइट, तो स्टार्ट तो आपको करना पड़ेगा ना एज ए एम्प्लॉयर. See, solving personal problems. You see, we had a chairman in BHEL. Supposing your son or daughter is not getting admission in school, he will pick up the phone and ring up the principal of DPS. Right? Somebody's father is sick and not getting admission in a hospital. He will pick up the phone and ring up the medical superintendent of Ramloya Hospital. See, once you start solving the personal problems of your employees, they will become friends. I give you an example. When I was in DIT, our director had a PA lady. So sometimes I was dean students, so she used to come and do some work with me. Very good. Now, at that time in the night, I used to plug off my phone. There used to be landlines only. And we had parallel phones in other rooms also. So one night, I don't know, my son came and knocked my room and he said, so and so is on the line. I said, bloody hell, why did you pick up the phone? She said, no, 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 she is weeping. I said, okay, Mega, but first you picked up the phone, then only you know she is weeping. But he said, I picked up. So I then spoke to her. He said, sir, my husband has taken poison. I am in this hospital. I need 5,000 rupees. No, she was not my EPS, but still in the night at 2 o'clock I went to the hospital in Janakpuri from Kirtinagar, gave her 5,000 rupees, stayed there till her husband was declared out of danger. The result is, she still comes to my home. You have to come out. Don't fake it. Let this relationship be not artificial. Let this be real. Then employees will give their best. You try it. You understand me? Yes. Anything else? छुट्टी करें? ये भी यस नहीं बोलोगी क्योंकि साहब बैठे हैं. चलो ठीक है, छुट्टी करते. थैंक यू.
Sir, can I say two words to that?
यस सर.
What I want to tell you is, please polish your fundamentals of management. The very basic questions which were asked from you in the beginning, even the definition of management, you are not able to even communicate the definition of management. What the hell do you think of yourself with this MBA degree pasted on your very forehead? Somebody will make you general manager on day one. I was feeling so insulted and fed up that you don't know even the definition of management. Here a person says 600 people come in daily for seeking for jobs. Either you be very sure or don't talk like a immature guy. You understand what I'm talking to you? Single rural area, you start talking of multiple rural area and you bloody keep talking nonsense here. Either you are sure, absolutely correct, then only answer. Don't do this is management, okay? Not that you keep on just as a chhodiya kuch. You have to polish your basic fundamentals of management. I am hearing same very definition, getting things done from others. He has told you so many things. I have repeated the definition of management at least 5 times from this podium. If you talk like this, then you will get a job of 5,000 rupees. Hello? And don't say that RDAS did not get you a job. Either you start studying now again, repeat it, revise it every month. It is not that once you have done, pass the exam, you have become expert. You have to repeat, study again and again, till the time the real things are understood. Like it has been such a fantastic, you can say, lecture. If you are paying attention to each word counts here. Each word counts. I am impressed so much. Read this, try to understand. हर एक शब्द का मतलब है इधर. ये नहीं कि आज सुबह आगे लेंगे पैसेंजर हाँ भाई क्यों yes sir I'm late today every day you are late every day you are this MBA students I'm finding are not sincere. If you are not sincere, what will be the result? You will not develop yourself into a versatile MBA in 2 years. 2 years time is very short. And if you are sincere, then you will develop. Result will be good for you. But if you just come here with a bloody this thing and walking after 15 minutes when the class has already started, I find most of you doing this. So please change your style. Understand? I'm not able to understand why you do not know the definition of management. The definition which I told, if you keep that definition in your mind all the time, I'll say you have understood management.